What is up? What is up, awesome people of the internet? I just wanted to do a quick video, wanted to do a quick live stream to just talk about All-Star Saturday. We have the All-Star game that is happening later today on ABC, actually. And guys, I want to talk about this game real quick because Team USA may end up losing to Team WNBA, okay? The reason why I say that is because this Team WNBA seems extremely motivated to win. They seem very motivated to win. Partially the thing that made me want to make this video is I was watching the pressers yesterday, and Cheryl Miller had something very interesting to say. And I was like, oh, Team WNBA want to win, okay? And we're gonna walk through. So let's first take a look at what Cheryl Miller had to say.
You said you found out about this just about a week ago.
Yes.
Who gave you the call, and what did you think when you first?
It was Taj. Taj. I don't want to butcher her name
I believe
because
she's talking
Taj and
about
I
Taj
go back, and I can't call her married name and then her real name and everything else. So Taj Mahal, gave me a call and said, "Hey, I got a great opportunity for you." And I said, "Okay." And she goes, "Would you want to coach?" And I'm like, "No, I don't want to coach," because I'm thinking coaching the dub. I'm like, "No, I don't want to get back into coaching." She said, "No, coach the All-Star." And when she said that, I paused, and I'm like, during the All-Star game, she said, "Hey, against the USA team." And I'm like, holy smokes, what an opportunity. And I was excited, like really excited, till I found out that the team I'm coaching wants to beat the brakes off our Olympic team. I'm like, okay, the pressure's on. So now we got a game, folks. We're going to have a game, but it's been fantastic. Thank you.
So y'all heard it from Cheryl Miller. She said that Team WNBA wants to beat the brakes off of the Olympic team. And after she said it, I was like, you know what? I think she's right. I think they do. Because, guys, there are a lot of players who are on Team WNBA that wanted to be on the Olympic team. And I just want to walk through some of those people and some of the people who probably have like an extra, like not necessarily an extra chip on their shoulder, but an extra like oomph to really show Team USA what they are missing out on. And I would say, you know, let's just sort of go down the list of the people who were sort of in the pipeline who ended up losing a spot. So, you know, one of those people is Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston was in the pipeline for the Olympic roster. She did not make the final cut ultimately. And I think she has a huge chip on her shoulder. She has something that she wants to prove about Team USA and be like, hey, like I can ball. I can ball. I know that I was not on this team, but I can play basketball. You know, Aaliyah Boston's already won several gold medals with Team USA already. She won the FIBA AmeriCup in 2021. She won the U19 World Cup in 2019. You know, she was on the Olympic qualifying team this year to get a Team USA into the Olympics. So, they were already in the Olympics. But anyway, she was on the qualifying team in 2024 for the Olympics. She has been in a lot of the training camps and all that good stuff. She was on the camp roster in Cleveland back in April when the team was still trying to like whittle down the final players. You know, so she's been around for a very long time. And I think she has a chip on her shoulder in terms of like, hey, like, yeah, and I know y'all left me out of this team, but I can ball. I can ball, and I'm gonna show you what I can do. So I think, you know, I think that's for sure a factor. But it's not just Aaliyah Boston. We also have Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is another player who was sort of in the running to be on the Olympic team. A thing to note, guys, is that she was unable to attend that camp in April. Caitlin Clark was because she had to play in the NCAA tournament, which is absolutely valid. So Team USA said that they were going to use the first couple of weeks of the WNBA season as an evaluator for her because she was not able to attend the training camp. As we know, she did not ultimately make the Olympic roster. And I think for her, again, another player with a little bit of a little extra oomph to really, really show what they can do, when it comes to Olympics, because everybody thought that, a lot of people thought that Caitlin Clark was going to be a shoo-in, myself included. Thought she was going to be a shoo-in for the Olympic roster. Ultimately did not make it. But yeah, I think she's going to have a lot to prove. And the fact that she's going to also have a long break afterwards is another sort of motivator, I would say. Another motivator for her to really do her thing in this game tonight. And here's actually what Caitlin had to say. She was asked about Team USA, and here's what she had to say.
Love sprinting. Yeah, I mean, obviously my dream, my goal was to be there and to be there at some point. But I think getting this break is going to be very beneficial for myself and something that I deserve. And at times, like, I'm just somebody that wants to continue to work and continue to play. And there has to be a point where, that has to stop, and you have to, take care of yourself and do things for yourself. And maybe some of those decisions at times can be hard, and you want to give the world and everybody watching what they want to and help this game get better and better. But I think relaxing and reflecting on everything that's happened to me over the course of the last year is going to be super important, because my life has moved so fast. My life has changed so much. I don't want to let any of those moments pass me by. So I think just, taking care of myself and knowing that it's okay to put yourself first sometimes is super important. But I mean, like, sure, I'm tired, but at the same time, like, there's so many people that would kill to be in my shoes, and so many people that are going through, so much worse in their lives. Like, I'm a professional basketball player. My life is pretty good, so I have no complaints. And if I'm going to be tired, I'll be tired. Like, I'll take that every single day of the week. So this break will definitely be nice, though. I mean, I have quite a few obligations that I have to go to. I mean, a lot, honestly, with brand partners. So my schedule is pretty packed on top of everything else that I have to do. And I mean, honestly, the thing I'm most excited for is obviously to get a break and to enjoy that, and then obviously enjoy all the festivities that the WNBA has to offer this weekend, and continue to grow the game in that way. I think, honestly, once I get back to Indianapolis and once the season ends, like, getting into the community there, like, that's my new home, and enjoying that and connecting with them, because I just moved to the city and, like, I didn't really get to meet them or know them or really get involved in the community that much. Like, I just started playing basketball there. That's all I do. So I guess that's all I got for you at this point. I mean,
yeah, so that's basically what Caitlin Clark had to say. She's tired. She's excited for the break, but ultimately she absolutely did want to participate in the Olympics. But she's gonna show what she has tonight. I should say she's gonna show what she has tonight, and I think she's going to have a really, really, really good game against Team USA. Another player that I wanted to talk about for Team USA, and a player who sort of has like an extra oomph to absolutely dominate against Team USA, is Nneka Ogwumike. So Nneka Ogwumike is a player who was in the Team USA, pipeline for a long time. She had played with Team USA in sort of lesser tournaments in the past. She was in the pipeline for a long time for Team USA. In 2021, for the Olympics, the Team USA decided not to add Nneka Ogwumike on the Olympic roster. That was a giant snub, because at the time, Nneka Ogwumike was the MVP of the WNBA. She was at the top of her game, but she did not make the 2021 Olympic roster. That was a huge snub. And you all, if you all were fans of women's basketball around that time, you probably remember this. The fact that she was upset about it. She tried to possibly get on the Nigerian team for the 2021 Olympics. It did not work out because she had such a lengthy career with Team USA. They were not going to allow her to play for Team Nigeria. But that is to say that she had a huge chip on her shoulder because she was well deserving of the nod in 2021 to make the All-Star, or not make the All-Star game, to make Team USA, but ultimately she didn't, and she's completely taken herself out of the running, and whatnot for that. And she's another player. Anytime she's playing against Team USA, she's going to make some stuff happen because she deserved to be on that roster in 2021. Like I don't know anybody who was like really into women's basketball at the time who did not believe that was a dramatic snub. And she for sure has a chip on her shoulder. So there's, I just wanted to highlight 3 players who I believe have a little bit of extra oomph going into tonight's game. There's other players who have that as well, but those are 3 that really do have that extra oomph. Because Nneka Ogwumike, Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, those are all players who had a future on the Olympic team. Another player that I actually also want to talk about real quick is Arike Ogunbowale. So Arike Ogunbowale was another player who was in the running for a national team spot, but ultimately she did not get it. One thing to note is that she actually did take her name out of the running, for Team USA. She took her name out of the running, and the reason why she did that, I believe, is because she didn't think she was gonna make it. She did not think that Team USA was going to select her. And so she's like, instead of you making the decision, I'm going to make the decision myself. A thing to note is that she did participate in the February training camp in 2024 for the national team. She did not participate in the April training camp. She took her name out of the running because, again, the writing was on the wall that Arike was not going to make the team just because for her position, there was a lot of other players who sort of seemed to have a little bit of a extra boost to actually make the squad. So Arike Ogunbowale is another player who I think is going to play really, really well today because she's going to be playing against Team USA. And she's like, hey, y'all didn't want me on y'all team, and I'm going to show y'all how good I am. So I think those players are really, really going to have a phenomenal game today. Again, they are playing Team WNBA guys. So real quick, if y'all don't know, I just want to let y'all know of the players who are participating in this for Team WNBA and Team USA. We have DeWanna Bonner from the Connecticut Sun, Aaliyah Boston from the Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark from the Fever, Alicia Gray from the Atlanta Dream. Also, Alicia Gray, she actually won over $110,000 yesterday, winning both the 3-point contest and the skills challenge. We also have Dearica Hamby, who is on the national team for 3x3, but not for 5-on-5 for the Olympics. We have Brianna Jones from the Connecticut Sun, Jonquel Jones from the New York Liberty, Kayla McBride from the Minnesota Lynx, Kelsey Mitchell from the Indiana Fever, Arike Ogunbowale from the Dallas Wings, Nneka Ogwumike from the Seattle Storm, and Angel Reese with the Chicago Sky. And they are playing against Team USA, and I actually have a graphic for that. So Team USA features Anifisa Collier with the Minnesota Lynx, who is going for her second Olympic gold medal. We have Kalia Copper, who is going to be appearing in her first Olympics. She's with the Phoenix Mercury. Chelsea Gray with the Las Vegas Aces, who will be in her second Olympics. Brittany Griner from the Phoenix Mercury, who will be in her third Olympics. Sabrina Ionescu with the New York Liberty, who will be in her first Olympics. We have Jewel Lloyd, who will be in her second Olympics with the Seattle Storm. Kelsey Plum with the Las Vegas Aces, who will be in her first Olympics. Brianna Stewart with the New York Liberty, who will be in her third Olympics. Diana Taurasi with the Phoenix Mercury, who will be in her whopping sixth Olympic game. It's kind of crazy. It is kind of crazy what she has been able to do in her career. We also have Alyssa Thomas with the Connecticut Sun, who is making her first appearance at the Olympics. Asia Wilson with the Las Vegas Aces for her second Olympics. And Jackie Young with the Las Vegas Aces, who is making her first appearance in the Olympics, guys. The last time we saw Team WNBA versus Team USA, the game was actually won by Team WNBA. They won that game 93-85. In that game, Arike Egumbawale was actually the MVP of that All-Star game in 2021, when it was, again, Team USA versus Team WNBA. And so we about to see who's going to be able to win this this year. It's going to be a very, very fun time for those who want to watch this game. It is happening tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. Again, that is tonight, 8:30 p.m., 7:30 Central. On ABC, guys. I will be right here doing a live play-by-play of that game. So if y'all want to watch that with me, y'all can just join me right now and take a look at that. There's a question about have they released the starters yet? They have not. As far as I am aware, they have not released the starters. All right, so that is something to note. And also, guys, we will see Cheryl versus Cheryl. Cheryl Miller is going to be coaching Team WNBA. And also, Cheryl Reeve is, of course, the national team head coach, and she'll be coaching that team. So Cheryl versus Cheryl, it's going to be a good time. Cheryl Miller was talking about coaching this team, and yes, she talked about how Team WNBA wants to beat the brakes off the Olympic team, but also Cheryl Miller is a fantastic former player. She used to coach in the WNBA for a bit. And now it's her time to come back, and I think she's gonna coach this team up. I think this team is going to be very, very good. But also, guys, there was something else that was not actually related to the game tonight that I wanted to just highlight real quick before we hop off. I'm about to hop off in a couple minutes, but I did want to talk about this real quick. Zola. I'm not sure where you heard that from. Zola says, I thought Brittany Griner was kicked off the Olympic squad. I saw in a YouTube video, they said that she tested positive for something. That is incorrect. That is very incorrect. No, Brittany Griner is on the Olympic squad. She is on the Olympic squad. Nothing has happened to her status. She is on the Olympic squad. Disfan1912 says, I know Ryan Howard was on Team USA 3x3. Why wasn't she selected for Team USA women's basketball? That is a really good question. So a thing to note, guys, is that, players typically are either doing one or the other. So Ryan Howard, she attended the February training camp for Team USA, but she did not attend the April training camp for the 5-on-5 because she was doing 3x3. So she's on the 3x3 team. I'm not aware of anybody who has done both 3x3 and 5-on-5. And so I think for Team USA, I don't think they would allow a player to do both. So you either enter your name in the hat for 3x3 or you do 5-on-5, and Ryan Howard decided to do 3x3, which is very necessary. Yes, absolutely. She would have been great on 5-on-5 for the regular team. However, we absolutely need her for 3x3. We absolutely need her. Now, guys, I do want to just do a real quick. I do want to show real quick what there was a question asked to Cheryl Miller yesterday, I should say, and it was a really good response that she had to say. So she was asked about the salary, or no, she was asked about the news that the WNBA is signing a massive media rights deal worth $2.2 billion over the course of 11 years. And there was, so far, all the commentary I've seen was like super positive and like, yes, this is fantastic. Women are finally getting what they deserve and yada, yada, yada. But Cheryl Miller had a very, very interesting point. And I was like, when I was listening to her, I was like, you know what? I haven't heard anybody give this perspective. And so she's like, yeah, that's great, but pump your brakes because it should be more. And let me play that clip because I want you all to hear it from the GOAT herself, Cheryl Miller, on the money aspect about the new media rights deal.
Ben Pickman with The Athletic. Along those lines, there's reporting about a $2.2 billion media rights deal out there.
There's rumor of it?
Reporting about the next media rights deal.
Then if I'm not great with numbers, low ball.
Why do you say that?
That's a low ball. You're saying how much?
$2.2 billion over 11.
Not enough. Not even close. Now, I'm not trying to inflate it a whole lot, but a 2's nice, an 8 would be better. That's what I'm talking about because they know. They know. And we certainly have come a long way. And I'm not about gouging, but it's a long time overdue. And we're going to continue to get better and better. All you have to do is look at, college basketball and what's coming next, the next wave, the next wave of excitement. And you have this now, and pretty soon we're going to add another gold medal. So women's basketball is in a great place right now.
Just what do you need to do then in your mind to go from 2.2 billion to an 8 billion, as you say? What needs to happen?
We need tough and fair negotiators and visionaries, and we need a bully. We need a bully behind the table that's willing to say, we'll break up the pieces and go from there. But there's a certain number bigger than 2 that we want.
Sure, next question.
So that is what Cheryl Miller had to say, guys. I will be making a video about that $2.2 billion deal. There is some stuff that she's mentioning that I think a lot of people may not know. The WNBA does not negotiate their media deal by themselves. The NBA, they're a part of the NBA's negotiation. So the NBA is the WNBA does not have their own representation for these media rights deals. They don't. They piggyback with the NBA, and so the deal is a joint deal. It's there is some stuff that she absolutely has a point to in terms of her saying, hey, we need a bully. We need somebody who is like, I am all in on the WNBA. Because the WNBA needs to be able to negotiate their stuff on their own. It's absolutely fantastic for the WNBA to have the NBA to sort of be there and help them in a lot of different situations. But at the same time, if there was a specific person who was just focused on the WNBA, maybe it could have been a better deal. Maybe. No guarantee, but maybe it could have been. Because, again, you're piggyback on the NBA, and absolutely the NBA is fantastic, and they have done a lot and continue to do a lot for the WNBA. But independent negotiations could have been very, very, very impactful. Very, very impactful. Absolutely. Hevza says, yeah, the problem is the WNBA isn't reaching a deal independent of the NBA. Yes. Yeah. I mean, Cheryl Miller is awesome. And I think she is, she absolutely could sort of be that sort of person to represent. But guys, 2.2 is awesome. This is not me complaining about it. This is me raising a comment that one of the GOATs of the game has said, and it's making me think that's an interesting perspective that I hadn't thought about. So it's just food for thought. This is not me poo-pooing the deal. I think it's $2.2 billion is a huge amount of money, and it's pretty awesome. It is absolutely pretty awesome. But yeah, that's the news, guys. That is the news. I did just want to let y'all see that. And guys, remember, the All-Star game is happening tonight at 8:30 Eastern time on ABC. I will be right here doing the play-by-play of it. Guys, I cannot show the game for copyright reasons, but I will be here talking about the game as it's happening, and giving y'all sort of a play-by-play of it all. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me. Y'all have a fantastic rest of y'all day. I will see y'all right back here very, very soon. Oh, I just got a super chat. Shay says, Quita, where did you get your shirt? Well, I actually made the shirt. So this is my shirt. It is the shirt says, "Joke's on you, women's basketball been lit." Y'all can get this shirt on my website at qutalesapparel.com. Once again, that is qutalesapparel.com. You can get that. I put it in the description of the video, the link to it. But yeah, y'all can get that there. But yeah, that is my shirt, because there's a lot of people that talk about, oh, women's basketball just became relevant and all this other stuff. My point in this is that, hey, women's basketball been lit. Y'all are welcome to join the party, but the party has been going on. It's just now that more people are in the room. That's what it is. It's more people are now in the room at the party, enjoying women's basketball, because it's been lit. It's been lit. Welcome. We excited that you here, all the new fans, but I'm telling people that, hey, we've been around, we've been awesome, and women's basketball has been lit. It's gonna stay lit, and that's what it's all about. All right. So I hope y'all are. Hope y'all grab a T-shirt. That would be really awesome if y'all could. JP says, I didn't see it on the website. Is it new? No, it's on QLSapparel.com. That was actually on the launch of the site. So yeah. So you can get it. Guys, here is my website. But yeah, it's right. It's right here. Y'all can. I have it in multiple colors, so y'all can get it in black. Got an awesome royal blue, a orange, or a white. Personally, my favorite is the white. But I also have other apparel. I got a Peace, Love, and Women's Basketball shirt. Got a For the Love of the Game shirt. So For the Love of the Game is on the back. And then on the front, you have a Awesome Person of the Internet logo, but this one's in black. Heather Gray. We got anybody can get Got shirt. Y'all can get that in black and Heather Gray, but looks awesome. And that's sort of the shoe edition. And then also have the smiley face edition for anybody can get Got. But yeah, y'all can get y'all merch at QLSapparel.com, or you can get your official Awesome People of the Internet shirt as well. So y'all can get that at QLS.com. But yeah, rep the shirt and let people know that, hey, women's basketball has been lit. We are happy that you are here and representing and enjoying women's basketball, but we've been lit. We've been here. We ain't going nowhere. And women's basketball is about to continue to grow as time goes on. So, guys, I thank y'all so much for rocking with me. Thank you so much for that question, Shay. That's a fantastic question. But, yeah, you can get that apparel right now. And it looks awesome. Like, if I do say so myself, I'm a little bit biased because it's my shirt. But, I'm excited about it. I am very, very much excited about it. So yeah, y'all get y'all merch. Okay, guys, that is it. I thank y'all so much for rocking with me. I will see y'all tonight. As y'all are leaving, please make sure to hit that like button. Also subscribe to the channel. Guys, this has been me, Quita, giving you all just a little bit of a extra motivation to watch tonight's game. Again, 8:30 Eastern time on ABC, All-Star night. It's about to be a fun time, guys. I will talk to y'all later. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye.